We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Take this out, fool. You're coming a little too high.
Hey, how you guys doing? Hello. We got a little Peasant Chat Sunday. That's right. We're going to be doing Peasant Chat Sunday today. We're going to talk to the poor people that cannot afford to pay me to actually ask questions. If you can't afford to actually send a super chat, if you can't afford to pay super chat, super like, or a super sticker, every other day is fine for you. But today we talk to the poor people that cannot or will not, like they absolutely will not pay because they want to mooch off of free shit. And that's why we give you a kind of like a lackluster show on Sundays where we talk to the peasants. You can join, you can become a member of the channel by clicking the join button. If you don't have a join button on your iPhone, guess what? You made the wrong decision on phones. Good job getting a piece of shit iPhone. All right, so we're going to say hi to the people here. We're going to just talk some general stuff, but I want to touch on the fact that the built not bought video, I don't know why it's triggering some millennial weirdo, not even millennials. I think Gen Z, like younger than millennials are in their 30s and the most unproductive generation on the planet. Gen Z, they're the ones that are being raised by millennials, and they're getting given participation trophies all the time, so that when you tell them their project sucks, they don't know what to do about it, because all through school they were told, you don't have to compete, you don't have to win, you don't have to put out a quality product, just being in the game is enough. You're a winner. No, you're not. You're a fucking loser. Your project sucks. You have shitty taste. You're gay. Someone needs to tell you that, and it has to be Uncle Alex. All right, let's say hi to the people here. We got Andy Ali. We got Angel Barreca. We got Wesley Stewart, Nardi Mercado, Cluster BM, Ale Al Hossane. Fresh Pastelazo, Ali again, 305 F-150. I guess 305 got super flooded yesterday. I'm sorry, I live in the nice part of Florida, aka Palm Beach County. Just a little rain, we're good, no problem. Then it was sunny by the time it was 4 o'clock. Catching a live vet life, says White Go Racing. EPA's in the house. Good morning, everyone. And by the way, guys, we are giving away either cookies or we're going to be giving away coffee, because EPA and Melissa have a little coffee situation going on. So I want to thank the sponsors. Thank you to Auto Solutions, Oh My God Cookies, Calamer's Transmissions, The Parts Farm, who did pay their bill. Life is good. Bills paid. Money's good. Money long, dick long. It's all good, brother. All right, let's keep it. Let's keep it going. We got D-Rock Fox, Coyote Kelly, Boost Lee, Douche, Did It, Ken McAllister, JD Swag. Did you go up to that girl yet or what? God damn it. Jose Flores, Carter's TV, Clean 93 GT, King Immortal, Carlos Arroyo, Done. Radioactive, Jason Friedberg, Rich 50, Sheldon, Josue, Denzel twice, Mini Bike, Mr. Massachusetts himself. Ported Parachute, D-Rock Fox again. Hit that like button, says EPA. We got 141 people on, 75 likes. Fuck all you motherfuckers. Fresh Pasteles, Mini Bike Batman, Melissa, she probably ate her English muffin with some like low-fat jelly and like some espresso without sugar, and she was on her Peloton for 2.5 hours. Could you imagine? And you're just sitting there on the couch going, yeah, get after it, baby. You look great. Just Shanji. Michael Hernandez, JD Swag, Shitbox Fox, Nardi Mercado, all the same people, Papi Chulo, Madi, Tu Loco, Zimbabwe, Insane, Zane Blevins in the house. How you doing, brother? I haven't seen you in a bit. Rich 50, Scott Andrews, Scotty, Scooty, and Josh Warner. Josh Warner, that sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? Bronco Sting, what it do, Maine. Okay, so the Built Not Bought video, since the guy that was making TikToks and he stopped, and that's fine by me, I don't. Again, there is no money in making TikToks. There's only money if you can have some kind of advertising revenue. Everyone that sends me messages on Instagram and all this stuff, they're like, this guy's making money off of you. No, if anything, he's helping me because he's linking everything to this channel and it's my face. So the problem in lies when he replies to comments. When he starts replying to comments and people think it's me, that's probably the only issue I see, but I don't have an issue with it. He's having fun with it. It's benefiting me mostly because he's not making any money off of it. And, it's a nice little bump. But anyway, the Built Not Bought video that he edited and I made because I'm the author. triggered a lot of people. And, they immediately go in on the insults. The moment somebody goes in on personal insults, you've already won the argument. Some fat guy, he's fat, with a tank top. By the way, if you're fat, don't ever wear a tank top. Please, it's a really, really bad look. Started saying, oh, Mr. Clean is making fun of built, not bought. And that tells me people did not actually watch that video. I said, a shitty built car. A shitty built car. And then you use the built, not bought moniker as if to say it's good because I built it. I built a piece of shit. So you should make fun of me because you bought your project car. I'm sorry. I worked really hard, 2 or 3 jobs, busted my ass, and bought a better car than you built? Yeah, but I built it. As if to say, because I built it, it's a shitty car, so that's my excuse. No. There are many guys that build their cars, and they don't use the built, not bought moniker. They just go, it's all good. Yeah, I built it, but I didn't say built, not bought, because let me say I bought the engine, right? You can say someone took a car to the chassis shop, right? Because I want a certified chassis. I don't want to die. Front half, back half, professionally. But you're the project manager. You're the guy that goes, I want to take it to this guy to back half it, this guy to front half it. I want the pedals from this company. I'm going to have a guy that really knows what he's doing install it. And I'm busting my ass on my grind, making that money. And sending it to these people, supporting the economy. Say, I want this, I want that. And let's say like Steve Morris did with Cletus's car. By the way, great, Mr. Steve Morris. The most respect is up here for someone like a Steve Morris. He is just so calm and on his grind, and his product is just awesome. Let's say I say, Mr. Steve Morris, build me a motor. Bring it here. Tune it for me. And I go out there and race it, and it's a 6-second consistent car. You think some guy that built a shitty Fox, a shitty 3-valve, a shitty Camaro, a shitty Corvette is going to look at my car and say, well, of course it's that fast. He bought it like that. He bought all the shit. Really? Never mind all the work that I put in my job, in my hustle to kill it, to be able to support the shops, to do quality, badass work. No, the guys that watch that video and get triggered are guys that got participation trophies in school, but never won anything. When you lose, you learn. When you win, you don't learn. And if you never win and never lose, you are set up for failure for the rest of your life. If you are growing up in this culture that trying is good enough, no, it's not. Winning is the ultimate fucking thing you have to go after. Losing teaches you how to win. Just participating makes you complacent. I'm in the game. It's all good. I don't have to be top tier because top tier guys bust their ass to get to the top. But you guys use the built, not bought logo to say, well, my car's a piece of shit. My skills are shit, but it's built, not bought. So that makes it better. I've built many cars. None of them were the high quality that I can now afford others to do for me. The amount of time that I put into a car to build it, and I thought to myself, I have to go to school to learn how to weld. I have to, build a bunch of engines to build my own engine. I don't want to try on my piece of shit and waste a bunch of time and money. I'd rather have someone that knows what they're doing, an expert, go, hey, build me a motor, build me this, build me that. Let's put it together. You are the project manager. And that is technically built according to a bunch of people that build shitty cars. Now, if you build badass cars, you never judge anyone that bought their shit. If you build badass shit, who do you think are your customers? Guys that buy stuff. That's right. If you're a badass fabricator, badass turbo kit builder, badass painter, badass anything, you never make fun of the bought guys because they pay you. But the guys that build shitty cars are broke and say, well, I built it, so that's my built-in excuse for having a piece of shit, are triggered because of that video. If you built your car and you have a high-quality vehicle, badass shit. If you have a hunk of shit and it sucks, and you're using, well, I built it, that's why it sucks, excuse, get the fuck out of my face, you fucking clown, motherfucker.
I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
the participation trophy culture is toxic in the car world. You go to okay, back in let's age myself. And this is the peasant chat, so the questions can fucking. Back in the 90s, you wouldn't even show up to the meet unless your car was badass. Listen, you would not show up to the meet unless your car was fucking badass.
Today's price.
It's not today's price.
Today's price.
Meets now are stock Hellcats, stock Chargers, stock base model Corvettes, stock Mustang GTs, stock 370Zs. And you guys are out there like, I'm at the meet. Back in the day, if your shit wasn't built, don't even show up to the parking lot. Park by the Denny's, park by the fucking Burger King, and walk your ass to where the real motherfuckers were at. And look around. Stare down these. Look at this shit. How many times have you guys gone to a meet and it's Altimas, Camrys, base Jeeps, mom's Jeep, and you're like, why the fuck are you here? Why are you here? I heard on Instagram that there was a badass meet going on. Whoa, let's go to this badass meet. Okay, Altima, Camry, Corolla. I'm like, you can't tell the difference between a meet and a regular Wednesday at Publix. You go, it looks exactly like a fucking Wednesday at Publix. But you motherfuckers are out there going, oh my God, respect everyone's build. Fuck you. Your car sucks. You have shitty skill. And your whole life, people have told you, it's okay, Timmy, as long as you try, that's all that matters. When I had an 86 Fox body, that was a 14-second piece of shit, I'd go to the meet and park it out the way so that I can stroll up to the real motherfuckers with the back half big block nitrous shits, and I'm like, I gotta get on this level. I gotta get on this level. Now, flame kits, burble pop tunes, louvers, cars with those mods are showing up to the meet. Showing up to the fucking meet. What the fuck are you going to show off here? Back in the day, you'd have people like Mike Robinson, Steve Hall, I hate his guts, but Nitrous Pete, and all these guys were going up to the meet. Jason, Keith Pappas, those cars back in the day, 11s or high 10s, were fucking fast. And those are the guys you wanted to beat. And then once you got in the game and you started hanging with those guys, you're like, I'm one of these motherfuckers. I'm one of these motherfuckers. It is a club you want to be in. Now, when you go to meets, it's a club you don't want to be in. How many times have you seen a meet pop up on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or Shit Dick or whatever, Clubhouse, whatever? And you see who's going, and none of these motherfuckers got cars. Well, where the fuck are you going to the meet? Well, I want to see what's popping. So the meet now is full of people that want to be popping, and people that are popping are like, I ain't going to that shit. It's going to be full of flame kits, rev contest, underglow, dumb shit. I'll pass. Stance, gay. I'll pass on that shit. So the Built Not Bought video has triggered all the participation trophy ass having ass millennial and Gen Zers. And I'm sorry. If I see a guy that has a better car than me, I say respect. If I see a guy that built a car better than me, I say respect. But if you built a piece of shit, no fucking respect. We do not respect all builds. Your car's a piece of shit. Come to the meet when your car fucking matters. My shit don't matter. You don't see me at fucking meets. I'm not talking like I'm some king dingling. Meets are shit. But I don't make fun of the build or the bought guy if it's a quality product. Plain and simple. Dumbass motherfuckers. Yeah, they want to work on their photography skills. I want to go there and take a picture. Then park your shit over by the McDonald's. Park over by Wendy's. Don't park here where the cars are badass. Oh, dude, it was a nightmare. The properly done cars don't ever go to meets. Say it louder for the motherfuckers in the back. Properly done and built cars don't go to meets. It's not like before. where meets were exclusive, badass shit only, and now all of a sudden it's junk rentals only, stock scat packs, stock Hellcats, stock RTs. Why are you here? Why are you at the 60 to 140 roll race meet with your stock RT? What are you trying to line up with an Altima? What are you trying to line up with a minivan? Are you trying to catch a lane with a Voyager? Are you trying to catch a lane with a Caravan? Are you trying to catch a... Man, get the fuck out of here with your shit-ass RT. Good morning, says Kurt J. Robostan says, for real. Audio Troll Machine says, I like Stance Boys. They want the most attention for the least effort. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad attention. They'll take what they can get. Lawn Chair Mafia mobbing it out in the parking lot. Circle Jerk. I showed up to a meet with my Hellion sleeper kit and I felt at home. I need that sound clip. True. I got to wait for the cars and coffee that the old guys hold so I can see some hot rods. Your car club looks like regular traffic. Your car club looks like regular traffic. Could you imagine if you're out there with your Mustang, Camaro, Corvette, Challenger, Charger, whatever, badass, something badass, and you're looking for races and you somehow come across a bunch of guys going to the meet and it's regular cars? And you go, wow, there's a shitload of Altimas out here. What's going on? And they're all revving at you and doing burble popping, decelling. And you're like, is traffic retarded today? Nope. They're going to the meet. And you wouldn't know because they look like regular ass cars. If only Alex could see Massachusetts car community now. Has been the worst thing ever. Guys, I saw the future of hot rodding when this club called Mustangs of Massachusetts. First of all, it's called Mustangs of Massachusetts. Mom. Second of all, they would all cruise to Mustangs Unlimited. And once in a while, you saw some badass cars. But out of the 40 Mustangs that would go, 39 were stock with stickers. And 2 were 600 horsepower. Gone are the days where 9 or 10 low 10-second cars make the cruise from, Poughkeepsie or some shit-ass name all the way down to Manchester, Connecticut, where Mustangs Unlimited used to be. And then they park together. This is the what the fuck is a gay name? Venom Club. Over here, it's the Vanilla Ice Club. And here, you know what this club's name is? What is it? Who are all those guys that are rolling up? Mom. Wait, what? Mom. What? So the club name is Mom? Yeah. Imagine you have a biker gang and the acronym like MOM. It's mayhem of, motorcycles. Mom? Oh, fuck, man. Mom. Get the fuck out of here. Finally made alive. What up? Made by Badman. It's horrible. Modern meets are basically CarMax lots at this point. Typical meets here. It'll be something like 1 GT500, 1 Hellcat, 17 Scat Packs, 3 Mustangs, and nobody races. They just drool over the Hellcat, and that's about dyno numbers. Driving through the lot, drove right by the meet by accident because it's all Altimas, the hard parkers. Meets have become compare draggy times for dudes in stock cars. How about those meets where the brothers be out there with the Hellcats and Trackhawks? Where's Hellcats and Trackhawks?
Hellcats and Trackhawks. They got Timmy on the turn up in the blast off. He wouldn't got out for that body, took his mask off.
So they are out there going, hey man, hey man, show me your top speed, man. Hey man, Pookie, whatever. Get over here. Show him what your top speed is. Show him what my tops. Yeah, hit that button in the middle. Show me what your top speed is. All right. 120. Oh, man, this guy got 180 on the dash. Oh, 200. As if to say, because my top speed reads 200, my car is faster than yours. I remember, I'll never forget this. I will never forget this day in my life. We had Freddie, Ramon, a bunch of my friends from high school. When we first started getting Mustangs, we used to have a meet in the flats in Holyoke, right off of Main Street, and I think Dwight or one of them streets. And we'd meet about 7 or 8 cars, and we'd there bump the music and just chill out. And all the cars were modded, not fast, but it was a Camaro, Toyota Corolla with a was it 12B or not 12B? What is it? 20? What's the 22R? Right, 22R. I got a 22R with Webers, man. Shut up. It's a 15-second car. Anyway, so one of these fucking Puerto Ricans bought himself the first year LS Camaro. I think it's 01 or I don't know. So we're chilling. And he's like, and I have my 86 Mustang. And my 86 Mustang has an 85 mile an hour top speed on the dash. Right? So I'm like, all right, cool. So he comes up and he's like, wait, you want to race? And my car was 11.7 car at the time. 11.7, 11.8 car. His car was probably a high 12-second car, but I didn't really fuck with it. You know, I'm like, you're not going to, my car had 430s and M&Hs. And I wouldn't even race them. It'd be a waste of money. So I look at, he looks at me, he goes, how fast your car say go on the dash? And I'm like, what? He goes, I want to see how fast your car goes on the dash. And I'm like, all right. So he goes, only 85 miles per hour? Mine says 160. I'm not going to race you. That happened. Oh, your car only goes 85 miles an hour. Mine says 160. He looked at everyone's dash and said, none of them are over 120. Why bother racing you? Remember that video where Brother Man was in a fucking SUV and a Mustang was next to him? And he goes, man, this shit got 160 on the dash, man. Shit. Man, this shit got 160 on the dash. Man, you wanna go up and roll? You wanna go up on the highway and get it in? You wanna skin in the slide? I don't know what they say anymore. I don't know. You want to fit in a slide and you want to fit in a slide into the skin of the tongue. The fuck. And then he got freight trained by that NA Mustang. And he must have been going home, enter that meme where that woman is doing math. And he's like, how the hell, if this thing say 160 on the dash, I'm going to get beat by a car that say 120 on the dash. That's 40 mile an hour difference. Hey, come over here, man. Man, grab the calculator, man. Grab the calculator. So wait a minute. You're telling me my dash said 160. 160. Okay. His dash says 120. 120. It's a 40 mile an hour difference. I don't understand this. Goes to the forums. Hey, man, anyone else own a Q45? Yeah, I got a Q45. Yeah. Check it. So I was finna slide with a Mustang, and he said he got 120 on the dash, and my shit said 160 on the dash. What'd it do? People go, are you serious? No, I'm dead ass. I am dead ass. Mine says puro pinche 956 on the dash.
Puro pinche 956 a la verga.
So that guy looked into my car, looked at the dash, and was like, yeah, I'm not fucking with this hunk of shit. This thing only goes 85 miles an hour. Meanwhile, by the top of third, the thing's like, our trucks, I think it says 120 or something. That shit was, I said, Jake, how fast were you going? He goes, I don't know. The needle was buried, and on the shifts, it stops at 7. So it's like, both needles are pegged to the bottom. And he's like, man, it's just doing what it does. Don't forget, you can get shot over a squabble. Right. Like, you can't even race a guy anymore. You can't even race a guy because guys come in a little too high power. Wait. Yo, yo, there's no way you beat me because your shit said 185 on the dash.
You're coming a little too high.
But no. You must be lying to me. Did you replace the dash with a premium dash? Because your dash says this. There's no way you could beat me because it says 85 on the dash.
You're coming a little too high.
I used to love to go to meets. I can't go anymore. It's not the same. I actually don't even like to drive my car because so many young guys own them and are idiots. What is it on the dash, young blood? Man, how about that video with the guy in the Hellcat Charger? And he's like, man, I only give it half throttle and it burn rubber. What? Oh, man, can your car do that? Can your car do that? I got to find it. I got to find it and see if I don't think I can play it because let me bring this guy here. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a problem because I don't have fuck. I don't think I'll be able to show you a video of it. But let me see. Charger guy talking shit. It's a blue Charger, I think. And he's like, man, this thing you got the. Oh, I literally put Charger guy, and it said like San Diego Charger, Dodge Charger, Dodge. Trash talking Hellcat owner wanted to race. No, that's not it. That's not it. But anyway, there's a guy that pulls up to the hood and he starts talking shit and he just burns rubber as if to show the car is better than his. And I'm like, boy, you must be joking, right? You must be joking because your car does burnouts. You think it's faster than mine? On the hill with 235 tires, right? Or get ran over by takeovers doing burnouts in the parking lot section. Checking 60 to 130 is the modern way of checking the dash. I can tell you how many cars crash into your car doing burnouts or smoke shows at me. It's going to have good insurance. Just go. Alex, if I rest my foot on the clutch while cruising, is it true it'll wear out the clutch? It'll wear out the throw-up bearing or the slave. I wouldn't rest your foot on the clutch ever. There's no reason to do that. My gauge has a check engine light. Mopar, baby. Get the digital dash and boom, 1,000 miles an hour. If I can't do 60 to 130, my car only reads 100. So I've seen that a lot. And those are the same guys that built, not bought. Those are the same guys that complain about me that say, I can't believe Alex is out there making fun of us. You got to respect all builds. No, I don't. There's a car around here that looks like Jaws ate the doors. Jaws is a shark for you young motherfuckers. And it has a roll bar. It has different size wheels and tires. That's a build. That's a build. I'm sorry. Do I have to respect that? According to your logic, I have to respect all builds, even if they are trash. Well, what motivates you to get better? Unless a guy tells you your shit's trash. If everybody around you starts telling you, you're the man, look at man, you did good, you badass. It's like Deontay Wilder. You know Deontay Wilder, the boxer, right? Guy's badass, right? Can kill me, no problem. But he's got a lot of people around him that were like, man, you're the best, you're the Bronx Bomber, you don't need to do no fucking cardio, you don't need to do no fucking jabbing, you don't need to do nothing. You got that right hand, it's all good. Then someone beats him. Twice. Handily. And then you're devastated. You go, oh, I thought it was the best. You're surrounded by yes men. You're surrounded by guys that pump you up. Hype men. When you should be surrounded by people that are real. That say, man, I love you, man. Putting 456s with a 26-inch tall tire is really fucking stupid. You should put a 373 or 355 in there. Or if you're going to put 456s, do a 28-inch tall tire. Nah, fuck that. Respect all builds. Bolton cages, is that a build? The one you posted on IG at the gas pump? No. Waiting on my stage 3 clutch. How does it feel compared? What's a stage? Oh, stage 3 MT82. How does the clutch feel compared to stock? He knows a transmission is not a clutch, right? How does the clutch? You mean a RXT? See, you're referencing a transmission, not a clutch. How does the clutch? What clutch? What clutch? Mantic? Exetti? There's a bunch of clutches. You mean my clutch? An RXT? On the pedal, it's light, but on leaving a light, it will shudder. Guys, when you get into race car shit, forget smooth. Smooth is gone. The car can shudder after a little bit. And some, especially GT500 owners, get mad when they get a McLeod RXT 1200 HD. And they go, you know, when I leave a light, it goes, duh, 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 duh. I'm like, yeah, that's normal. You have a fucking race part in there. Oh, my battery stopped charging. Beautiful. I'm charging the batteries for the truck. Beautiful. Go out later on and fuck around and play around. Be a good time. So yeah, there you go. Gotta love that charger. That charger does everything for you. Anyway, my speedometer has been broken for 3 years, so my car must not move at all. Are there any cons to running electric water pump on an NA Coyote? Sorry for the dumb question. What's the benefit? Tell me what's the pro. Why are you doing an electric water pump? Tell me. How much horsepower? By the way, this is not a Fox body. This is not a Fox body where you put a short belt on and you gain 15 to 20 horsepower. These drives are pretty goddamn efficient nowadays. A fully dressed motor tested with all of the drive system, meaning the water pump, the air conditioning, da-da-da-da-da. There is no measurable reason to get a short belt on the thing. It's not a Fox body. Stop it. I have a picture of Jesus Christ on my Speedo. I don't need to know how fast I'm going. He'll take the wheel. Hellcat owner goes off on neighborhood is the name of the blue Hellcat video. Let me see. Hellcat owner goes off. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna see if I can. Please bear with me, guys. I'm gonna see if I can. It's 1:05 long, I think. Yeah. Okay, so let me try, and it's delayed. I'll try to make something happen. Let me see, browser. Let me see, let me see. Hopefully you can hear it. Yada-da-dee, copy, paste, copy, paste. Da-da-da-da-da, okay, and let me see.
You got a what? Lexus ship. Lexus? I ain't going on no boat ride.
Yeah. What? You say I had another 8 times.
I ain't going on no boat
And
ride.
it's smooth as hell.
Take it back down to hit
Bobby
it.
can't beat that maximum to take off.
Okay, now I don't know how to pause it.
Pull it out. Pull it out.
I don't know how to pause it. I don't know how to pause it.
This motherfucker burn rubber when I say burn rubber, not when it wants to.
Just do it.
That's a front wheel drive. Yeah. That's a soccer mom's car.
Hopefully you guys can see that.
I'm gonna do this on your ass.
Yeah. That guy. Oh, Jesus. That guy, I swear to God. No, I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know how to get rid of it. Let me see. There we go. So that guy is in all the meets. That guy is doing all the dumb shit. That guy is out there thinking his car is... What is happening? What is happening?
Ford Bronco Sport makes
Oh,
it easy to
dude,
get away
dude,
from it all.
dude.
Exactly what I needed. And find a
I don't know how to
moment
get rid of it.
To discover something new.
Oh, my
Ford
Lord.
Bronco Sport, built for South Florida.
Let me see. There we go. Okay. And it should be gone. Should be gone. Let me see. Yep, it's gone. Whew, Jesus, that was a nightmare. We see it. Beautiful. Ordering a tune soon. Don't care. Champion. Oh, my lord. People. Oh, here we go. I guess I got to read it because it's a Lund thing. Gen 2 car with a Gen 3 short block. Ben Kellerman 3. How many credits do I need? God damn it. This is, go to lundracing.com. Support at lundracing.com. This is not a Lund Racing page. I love you. I love you. I can't answer that shit. Looks like a meet, right? Mo Power No Car. Clear it out. We stuck with him forever. Look, I'm telling you guys, there are guys like that because a Charger can do a burnout, they think the car can beat you in a race. And those guys refuse to lose. They refuse to lose. Like some guys like that, they say you didn't beat me. Even if you absolutely gap them, even if you destroy them, they'll still come back to the parking lot and give you every excuse on the planet as to, nah, that wasn't a real race. Nah, you didn't beat me. Nah, that wasn't legit. Nah. You know, there's no way you can beat me. I got wait till I hook. Da. They'll do burnouts and swear to God their car is faster because it does burnouts. I don't hang with those people. If I go to a meet and it's full of those people, I'm done. People that think that their car's fast because it can do burnouts or it says, I got 160 on the dash. I'm quicker than you. Busy today. Just dropping in to hit a like. Say good morning. Love it. I got 264 people on, 162 likes. I'm telling you, man, this chat is full of the laziest motherfuckers on the planet. Water pump will not help you. Just add another power draw to your system. Why does every Charger owner feel they need to talk freaking loud? You can't. When was the last time you saw a guy with a charger that pulls up to a gas station, gets out calmly, and pumps gas in his car, takes the nozzle, replaces it, and drives away normally? You have never seen a Charger or Challenger, Hellcat, or Scat Pack, whatever. I don't even know what the fuck. Who cares? Get out of their car like a normal ass person, pump gas, and leave in a orderly, nice, normal fashion. It's always like the base is done. Let me see. Oh, bro, all the time. I need the one that's the meme, like the young Jeezy, where it's just slapping. If some of you have it on Instagram, it's great. Where they get out of the car and the whole trunk is slapping. They turn the car off but leave the radio on, and they're pumping 89 octane, and they only put $10 of 89 octane in, and they leave. They got the black Air Forces because they're finna slide. The chain, the red fucking LEDs. They got the Star Bright bullshit on the fucking... Man, get me out of that bullshit. Could never own a car called Scat. Just can't take those guys seriously. Just watch and laugh because they may spin out and wreck after they do their 8th mile burnout. The Hellcat crowd is loud demographic, cough, cough. The best thing about driving drunk, you don't remember who you run over. This is a chap where everyone's couch touches the wall. Either make him deaf or peer pressure from the car being loud. My neighbor does that, but he's white. I never said anything about black. Y'all making it about race. Oh man, and that's the bank, and that is the bank's car. See, Chrome Taint, now you're getting into that weird zone. You're getting into that weird zone. People that finance their vehicles aren't less than people that own a vehicle outright. I own my GT500 outright. I finance the white car. I finance the truck. Can I buy them outright? Sure, but that makes no fucking sense. So people go, why are you modding the bank's car? I'm sorry, why are you modding the bank's house? I'm looking right at you. Why are you modding the bank's car? Excuse me, why are you putting a deck on the bank's house? Oh, that's not the same thing. Oh, really? Oh, gotcha. So if you stop making payments on the bitch, it's still yours? Yeah, cut that shit out. I get dirty looks when getting extra E85 in jugs. Scat Pack equals gat in the back. Yo, give me 631 on pump 1. How much you selling the Mama Lona for? Look, if I can get 32 or 33 for it, it's gone. Alex, which is better, 1080 or DCT? Don't care. I mean, guys, it's true. It's true. You guys, the people that make fun of the bank's car and then, knock down walls on a house they owe $450,000 on. You can't live in a car, says you. Sure you can. You sure can live in a car. Ever seen a Hellcat owner test the 85 at the pump? Fuck no. Hardly anyone can actually own a Ferrari or a Lambo. Every single YouTube channel you see, guys, every single YouTube channel you see, every single da-da-da-da-da, the guy would be stupid if he has a good financial advisor that makes him buy shit cash outright. If the interest rates are low, borrow away. Keep your cash for investments. Exactly. But people always make fun of the bank's car. Alex, you own that car? Sure, I own this car. I owe like 20 grand on the car. Oh, why are you modding it? That's the bank's car. Oh, excuse me. Do you own your house outright? No. Shut the fuck up. What's up, Alex? Today is perfect in South Florida. Guys, I know this. It's a beautiful day. I probably should go to the beach and just chill the fuck out. But I want to do some video stuff. Today. So we'll see. You can live in a car, but you can't race a house. I heard gas in Laredo, Texas, not put a pinche 956. Is the Toyota Camry the best car ever, according to Scott Kilmer? The Camry is a pretty great car, or the Honda Accord. Forget speed, forget anything. get in it, turn it on, and it's just going to do what it's going to do for 300,000 miles. It's tough to beat an Accord or a Camry. You're planning to trade in a house for a new one? Wait a minute, Franco Olavides. Yes. Yes. People do that. Again, your logic is flawed. Are you planning to trade in a house for a new one every few years? Most do. They live in it for 2 or 3 years or 4. Try to flip it. You know, the very basic house flipper that lives in it to get away from having to pay a special tax. That's very common. Oh my God, stop it. That's real talk. I love this guy. Who else will make that analogy? I'm telling you, people out there making fun of Bank's car and don't realize that you live in, and people make fun of me because I rent. Guys, I am not going to put down $50 to $70 or $100,000 on a house that has an insanely falsely inflated price. When I moved here only 5 or 6 years ago, badass houses were $450. Badass houses. Now a shack is $450. Do I think the house is actually worth more? No. Something's fucked up in the economy and there's a big bubble around it, and I'm going to wait. Didn't you say you lived in your car for a bit? I had to live it, for like a couple of days. I was homeless, guys. I was legit homeless. Peasant question, 26 or 28 on an NA373 car. You know, make, model, weight, doesn't matter. 392 credit score with a drink holder size for the malt liquor. Okay, now we're going with the racial stuff. Even better, modding an apartment. Right. I have the only 3 holes I've put in the walls in this apartment are the one for that picture, for I can't even, which way? There, this one. This guy, and the disco ball. I don't do, this is an apartment. The fuck am I going to do? Make it a home? Nah, if homegirl wants to come and like decorate it, girl. But I am not going to start making holes in the bitch. No, thank you. We did it twice. Rolled gains in on bigger and better house each time. Thank you very much. The bubble's going to burst. The thing inside the big bubble is called Biden. The dollar's worth less. My girl's 1500 Accord has 125, average is 30, and the only thing outside of regular maintenance it has ever needed was a PCV valve. She has it since new, best vehicle investment ever. My girlfriend has an Accord. That thing has 80,000 miles. I guarantee that'll get another 280,000 miles on it. I'm 35, just bought my first house last year, saved for a few years to get where I am now. Rented made sense for me, right? Rented made sense for me. Exactly, dodging capital gains tax. So if you buy a house and you don't live in it and you flip it on the quick side, you owe, I think, a higher tax burden than if you had lived in it for a year or two, fixed it up really nice, then sold it. There's little loopholes everywhere. $300,000 for a box that has no updates. Glory hole, Kyle. Yeah, PCV will mess up. Guys, you're talking about PCV shit. So no, I don't understand the mindset. The built not bought guys always say that shit. They're proud that they built a piece of shit, and they think someone like me is belittling them. No, what I'm saying is this: if you never lose, you'll never progress. People that never lose or perceive to have never lost have a real tough time coming back and doing better, a.k.a. Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder got out there, got beat twice. His head ain't right. He will not come back into boxing until the boogeyman is gone, Tyson Fury. He's going to go, because if I want to be champ again, there's no way I can tell myself I'm champ if Tyson Fury is still in boxing. Plain and simple. So he has never lost. When he did lose, it was devastating. What happens to someone that builds stuff, is never told he sucks, and then finally he realizes one day, let me build something badass. I've never lost. Goes out there, builds something he perceives to be badass, puts it up against competition against others, and gets destroyed. He might never come back out of that. He might never want to build again. How many guys have you known that have given up on cars because they can't win? Boy, that's the biggest motivator. The biggest motivator is losing. And if you've never experienced losing, you really don't have any motivation as to get the skill set, the mindset, or the fortitude to become a winner. Like in sports, baseball, losing makes winning that much better. But guys that are built not bought, respect all builds guys, they don't want to lose. They don't want to lose. Losing makes you better, period. Okay, I think this guy's kidding, right? This guy's kidding. Don's kidding. There's no way he's being serious. What worries me about the housing bubble is companies like Open Door are buying all the homes and renting them out. It will be hard for people to retire without owning their homes. Might have the C6Z on the way. Gonna need to sling some cookies to fix the heads in the LS7. So, by the way, Don't My God Cookies is giving away either coffee or they're giving away cookies. So we're either going to give away 3 cookies today, your choice of cookies, based on the comment that makes me laugh or whatever. Again, don't try too hard. It'll be organic. And you have, in order to be eligible, please make it so that you haven't won it before. If you've already won cookies, or if you already won something, just don't comment just to try to get the cookies. But if you just so happen to make something funny, you can probably gift them to someone else. But I would definitely try to give someone else a shot. But yeah, we're giving away cookies on this episode or a bag of coffee. I tried their Colombian medium blend and it's perfect. No aftertaste. Awesome shit. Ronda Rousey never recovered. Oh, that's a great example. A wonderful example. Isaiah Davila. Ronda Rousey was being hyped up so much by the UFC and Dana. They were out there going, oh, Ronda Rousey's the best fighter. Not female fighter. Fighter. Ever. And if she got a hold of Floyd Mayweather, are you fucking insane? She would ragdoll him. Maybe in a judo contest. Sure. I guarantee if the rules are limited to judo stuff, Ronda Rousey would beat Floyd Mayweather. Abso-freaking-lutely. If the rules are boxing only, Floyd Mayweather would mop the floor with Ronda Rousey, sure. But if it's a fight, like in the street, someone has the nerve to say Ronda Rousey would have beaten Floyd Mayweather? So she got it in her head that she could beat Floyd Mayweather. I can beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm the baddest bitch on the planet. Hype, hype, hype. Then a beautiful blonde woman named Holly Holm kicked her in the fucking neck. Y se acabó el party. And I wasn't happy about it, but I thought, boy, you got to be humble in this game. You talking all this shit, you can beat up dudes. And Holly Holm smashed your shit. And then the next time, and then she disappeared from fighting because she had never lost. She had never lost. Oh, then she gets her face kicked in by a more attractive, more skilled fighter. Then she went up against a Brazilian tornado, Nunes, and she was bouncing her off the cage. And I'm like, honey, it's over. That's what happens when you are told that you are badass all the time and you don't actually lose. Respect all builds people. Hashtag respect all builds people are those people. Sounds like little brother 84 GT stock engine with thumper cams making 500 horsepower. He can beat my 15 GT and other brother Coyote. Oh, okay. Canelo's loose, messed up a lot of people, especially in the 956. What do you mean? Canelo got destroyed by Floyd Mayweather. It wasn't even close. And Canelo has said, if I was to fight that fight again now, I would beat Floyd Mayweather. Sorry.
Get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Prime Mayweather. Prime Canelo. Mayweather wins 12 rounds to 0. Because when Mayweather fought Canelo, it was old Mayweather, 38 versus a 26-year-old Canelo. So imagine a 29-year-old Mayweather versus a now Canelo. Floyd Mayweather would make him look like he's standing in molasses. Watch Arturo Gatti Mayweather. Watch Diego Corrales Mayweather. Guys, it wasn't even a different level. I love you guys. I love Canelo. The Puro Pinche 956 guys got to understand that there's levels to this shit. And Bivol showed levels. She tried to kill herself after that fight. Cash me out, 15 GT, 37,000 miles, $25,000 in Cali, clean title. That's what I sold my car for. Alex, just curious, does UPR crank case breather actually help? Help how? Like, help how? Yeah, FPL is adding 1,200 new accounts in Florida. There will be no large reduction in housing in Southern Florida, unfortunately. Right. So I have been priced out of the market because I'm not going to spend $600,000 on a shack. I'm not stupid. So it might be condos. It might be slightly bigger apartments. I might have to get myself maybe build something like a barn dominium, get some land somewhere in Indian Town and try to build like a barn dominium or go north. But I'm not going that far north because it sucks. In your opinion, is 101 octane pump gas safe for 3.3 pulley packs and 311 combination? The E85 run here is all over the board as far as alcohol content. Yeah, it's over 100 octane. I like Sunoco 260 GT is what's in my car when I race Jake. When I race Jake, it's Sunoco 260 GT and the car loves it. She had to go wrestling and try to act in movies. Is it true Floyd Mayweather can't read? He can't read well. That's 100%. But that's not his talent. His talent is fighting. Mayweather Sr. would beat Canelo. Right. Mayweather Sr. would have probably beaten Canelo, like, because Sr. has skills. Dumb little brother text, let's race. Okay, let's go. Text, oh, my car not running right. Why don't more people challenge Mike Tyson? Floyd wouldn't get hit. Alex, how long should I wait to buy a car? I hear some people say it could be 5 years before prices are reasonable again. I'm not waiting for anything because banks are less likely to lend if the economy tanks or your interest rates are going to be higher. If you're trying to do a cash sale, yeah, you wait. You wait till the economy tanks. If it's a cash sale, so you can get a car cheaper. But if you're trying to finance a vehicle, banks are eventually going to start tightening up, or they're going to start raising interest rates to cover themselves in case shit goes bad. Cancel the idea of Ruby Red S197? Not yet. No, I haven't canceled anything. Guys, I'm not going to buy a $31,000 S197 that's stock because it's Ruby Red. That's just retarded. I'm not going to do that. Speaking of the red car, I wonder if people are still dying to get it. Alex, if I modify my car, will it help? Right. Like, I don't understand the questions. Do you think a crankcase breather helps? I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Housing in Tennessee is bad too. 1,100 people a month. Tennessee is going to be overrun by California types. Florida is going to be overrun by northern New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts types. And they're going to bring their bullshit down here and try to change shit. Just you wait. His dad got hands, and I think he'll be bigger, right? How bad are building restrictions in Florida? No idea, but I know that if you were to buy land here, it's gonna run you 6 figures, like a small, tiny, less than an acre lot, like a 0.25 or half acre lot is gonna be 200 plus, and you can't finance that. That has to be cash. Nope, gas prices up, V8 price goes down. Alex, probably wrong channel, but what do you think of Andrew Tate? Andrew Tate. Why does that sound familiar? I don't know him. Kickboxer? Yeah, I don't know shit about kickboxing, so I can't comment on it. Love you. The price, Tommy, the price is what it is. Stuff will never go back down to normal. How much money was just pumped into the economy by the Democrats? Inflation is here to stay. The VA is giving us a 10% raise just to offset the cost of living. Just be smart with what kind of car you get. Some cars will hold their value even if the inflation drops. Looking to get my girl a new car. Would you go Tesla Model 3 or a Lexus? Fuck. Probably a Lexus. For your girl. The Model 3 is badass if you get the Performance Edition, but that's $60,000. Probably a Lexus. For your girl. For you, a man that knows, how to charge a car and generally how to, maintain vehicles, even though there's not much maintenance on them, I would definitely get a Lexus. But me personally, a Model 3. Make sure you check the trunk. I'm down to live out on the Everglades. No, you're not. No, you're not. Mini bike? No, you're not. Do not live south of Palm Beach County. Awful. Will the next gen be a 2023 or 24 model? Probably 23 because they're now talking about S650. And in August or September is when you start seeing the next model year come out. A 2018 Mustang came out in 2017. That's why Lund Racing in 2017 went 10s NA in a Gen 3 Mustang because it was a brand new model. The Black Bean went 10s in 2017. I'll repeat. The Black Bean went 1090s in 2017. because it was brandy new. Back interest rates are already on the rise. Look the F out. Floyd Prime versus Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Are you insane? The only person that I would say will give Floyd Mayweather Jr. problems in their prime was Sugar Ray Leonard. That's it. Sugar Ray Leonard would be the only person that would give prime Sugar Ray, prime Mayweather. I think it'd be the only guy that would give him problems. Who did Mayweather have the biggest issues with? Zab Judah and Sugar Shane Mosley, because he caught him with a couple of hard rights. And then another guy, a Mexican guy, beat him up pretty good. But then in the rematch, it wasn't even close. Morning, Alex. When I switch from tunes from E85 to Flex or to 93, is there a lag in my AC? Like the car thinks normal pedal driving is what? Lines itself out after about 10 miles. NAD is 13 GTM T82 card. No, it should not have any bearing on your AC. Watch some Andrew Tate videos. He's hilarious. Tesla, no doubt. Chuck Norris did it. 24. Mosquito time. Exactly. Model 3 is sustainable because of zero maintenance. Women usually don't maintain cars well, so it'll save you headaches later. I understand that, but something tells me a woman with a Model 3 will confuse her more than anything. Ward versus Gotti was the best fight ever. No. The best fight ever was between two Mexicans that hated each other. And it was Barrera versus Morales. 1 or 2. Boy, you got to watch those fights. Ward Gatti was excellent because of 2 rounds or 3 rounds on the first fight. Morales Barrera were 12 rounds of and now they do a podcast together, I think. I routinely have to remind my wife to charge her Tesla. Alex, is a UPR crankcase breather worth it? For what? Like, you need to be specific. I already know you don't know what you're talking about based on just the question. Her forgetting, yes, Marcos Maidana gave him problems. You're right. Marcos Maidana gave him problems. All right, second, the Sugar Ray will give Mayweather a run. Gravity versus Floyd. Gravity? You mean the coin flipper? I mean, okay, Floyd would not be able to get through his defense, which is just the belly. But I don't know if gravity can actually hit Floyd. Thank you, Alex. Sugar Ray Floyd comparison. Keep schooling the Floyd haters. I mean, it ain't even close. Guys, Floyd is at another level. I grew up watching boxing in the 80s with my dad. Best time of my life. Best boxing ever. Morales Barrera 2. Thank you. Gonna have to look it up. Yes, Morales Barrera 2. Woo! Guys, it was a street fight for 12 rounds. The Gatti Ward fight, Gatti was winning. Gatti was outboxing the shit out of Ward. No problem. Buddy McGirt was like, hey, keep that jab. We're going to put the jab and come over the top and don't engage him. And then Ward was just fucking fighting him like a street fight. And Gatti was like, all right, we're going to street fight. And in a street fight, Ward wins. In a street fight, Ward wins. Gatti needed to box him. And it became a street fight. Canelo versus Benavidez, if it happens, isn't Benavidez huge? Isn't Benavidez really, really big? Brutal. A woman can still drive a Tesla with ball tires. Is Motorcraft engine oil worth it? Okay, on engine oil, I'm going to try different things because on every supercharged vehicle that I've had, I use 550 Motorcraft synthetic. But the Gen 3s are very sensitive to oil pressure. And you're starting to see all these cam reversion issues happening on Gen 3 Mustangs. So talking to Jake, he goes, some Rotella T, like 1540 or 040 or whatever, something like that, I would try because maybe it's more viscous. Maybe the properties are more favorable to something that's sensitive to to oil pressures like the cams are on Gen 3. So I'm going to try on the next oil change, which is coming up in about 500 miles to 1,000 miles on the white car. I'm going to try some Rotella, and I'm going to see if the cam issues get any better. Floyd is lame, but he's too good. How is he lame? This is boxing. This is not fighting. Boxing is an art. If you want to see guys rip their shit out, go watch UFC. Badass stuff. or bare knuckle fighting. Bare knuckle fighting is awesome. I see that shit. The bare knuckle fighting league, the bare knuckle fighting championships. They're badass, but that's not boxing. Boxing is an art, and Floyd Mayweather is the best at that art. Fighting is a completely different thing. Harry Potter book versus Floyd. Harry Potter book all the way. Harry Potter versus Floyd. Harry Potter book. Got it. I'm sorry, it was the first fight. Got it. Where's Tony? Did you ever wear him out? Yes, yesterday I ran him. I ran him till the batteries were almost dead in the truck, and he hasn't recovered, which is perfect. Pacquiao versus Marquez series was good. I'll never forget when Marquez dropped Pacquiao and put him to sleep. The problem with those, Michael Mara, is Pacquiao dominated most of those rounds. But Marquez, in my opinion, won that whole thing with the knockout. Like, if they fought like 5 times. And the fact that he knocked him out flat and he became a meme was pretty crazy. The frustration alone with people trying to hit Floyd destroys people mentally in the ring. Get those likes up. Canelo versus Triple G in September. I think Triple G got it. Look, Canelo has trouble with big guys that can box. Actually, Canelo has trouble with guys that can box. And if you're big and you can box, like Bivol or Triple G, he has trouble with them. Already thoughts on fast Hondas? I like fast Hondas. There's nothing wrong with fast Hondas. Hondas that think they're fast, I have issues with. And I'm sure the Honda owners have the same issue. Just like I have issues with Mustang owners that aren't fast, have 3 valves, put turbo kits on their hoods and not actually on their car to say, look at what I'm gonna do. Look at what I'm gonna do. Hey guys, look at this intercooler and piping and turbo. Look at what I'm gonna do. And put it on. Put it on. Let's go. What do you wait? Put that shit on. I'm going to start posting parts on the outside of the vehicle and make reels and go, wait till you see this, and never actually do it. T6 oil, Russian base oil. That's why it's hard to find. Floyd versus Pacquiao off the ropes. It is a diesel engine oil that is also certified for spark ignition, very stable base stock, high ZDDP. Toward the end of his career, he was a shell running boring. Yes. Yeah, I get it. At 40, you'd run too. I still think the first Mayweather Marcos Maidana was closer than what they called it. Me too. I would have had it maybe, what is it? 8 rounds Floyd, or maybe 7 rounds Floyd, but certainly not, 10 rounds Floyd. No way. Cesar Chavez had a hell of a record. He had a hell of a record, but he fought a bunch of cab drivers. No offense. Great. The guy was like 100-0 or something stupid. But he fought cab drivers. Hey man, just bought a 16 F-150, 87,000 miles. You think that's a lot of miles? That's a lot of miles. Hey Alex, you think 87,000 miles is a lot of miles? Yeah, it's a lot of miles. What am I going to tell you? It's a lot of miles. Anything I should do to it? Boy, the peasant chat does live up to its name. Drive it. Change the oil. Check on the battery life. Check your tires. Check the air pressure. Make sure the windshield washer reservoir is full. Change your oil filter. And when you change your oil, drive safely. Put your hands on 10 and 2. What the fuck you want me to tell you, dude? Is 87,000 miles a lot of miles? Yeah, it's a lot of miles. Have you ever tied Tony to a post to save racing weight? Harry Potter book, Mayweather can't even get past the cover. Margarito versus Floyd, and they don't check their gloves before the fight. Oh, shit. If I bought a turbo kit and installed it, it would be built and bought. I bet real Honda guys think posers as we do of EcoBoost owners. If you should post the most ridiculous parts on the reels to show how dumb they look, like a turbo off a power plant generator or flux capacitor on the hood. Look at me, I'm gonna, wait till you see what I'm gonna do with this thing. Pendejo, put it on. 3 is a lot of miles if you have to walk. I think 50,000 miles is up there. Butterbean would beat Floyd. By the time his Whipple shows up, it'll have 200,000 miles. Shit. Gotta love it. It's sick. Is 80,000 miles a lot? Yeah, it's a lot. Alex, show them El Gran Bulleco con el Play Pablo Bloque. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. So anyway, I can't wait to do that. Just start posting parts on the hood to say, yo, they want me to swap it? I say, fuck that! Hood on the turbo! Downpipe on the floor! Intercooler in the back seat! I'm sorry, sir. I don't think that's how that works, kiddo. You gotta put that shit in the car to stunt. If my car gets totaled, I was thinking about getting a Gen 1. If my car gets totaled, you mean, was it in an accident recently? But Jesus, they want $25,000 for 80,000 mile Gen 1, 30,000 for 50,000 mile under Gen 1. No, guys, that's inflation. The dollar is worth less. They're not actually worth $50,000. They're not actually worth $30,000. The dollar is worth less. So it takes more of them to buy stuff. That's how inflation works. Bullhorns out the roof. Alex, is 5 elotes too many to eat? That's a lot of... Is it mayonnaise and paprika? Isn't it mayonnaise and paprika? It's about to be in an accident, it sounds like. Right. You know, if I smash my car into a tree, I wonder if they'll total it. I'm like, I think you just self-implicated your shit. Do you know what I am saying? Are all the Lund's S550s forged internals, or are they stock? All of them are forged. All of them. The Black Bean has Keith Ray built bottom end. The S5, the blue Goose has a built bottom end. Nardi's is the only one that's stock, but that's not a Lund vehicle. It's Nardi's car. Brandon's car has a forged bottom end. Dakota has a King Daddy Roadrunner. I have a stock motor. So yeah, all Lund's race cars, all of them are built bottom ends, but built everything. Hey Alex, just curious as to what you're running for sparklers and gap and them in the white car. John Orsak NGK 6510s, 22,000s. They drive around with the parts in the trunk next to their dead dad. Oof, god damn. He's trying to win them cookies. Let me see. Let me write that down. That's pretty good. It's just a dick. Don't fall, motherfucker. There you go. It's just a dick. Oh. Dead dad jokes are never going to be not funny. Dead dad jokes are never not... let me see. Dead dad joke. Why do I feel like who you're talking about must be a bunch of crazies? Why do I feel like I know who you're talking about? Must be a bunch of crazies. Bro, some people live off of the hate. They think I hate them. I don't think anything of you. I don't think anything of you. You're irrelevant in my life. But man... do you say some dumb shit? Like, I don't think, oh, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to go see what he's doing and see. I don't check up on you. I don't check up on what you're doing. I don't care. Only when someone sends me shit on Instagram or whatever that apparently people are talking about me or referencing me, do I even give a shit? Right? I go, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But I don't watch you, dude. Why would I? Watching you is like watching paint dry. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. I'm like, I'd rather stare at a fucking wall than to stare at some of these TikTok, Instagram people that live and think that I wake up and give two brain cells about them. I'm like, I'm watching paint dry. Who gives a fuck? But when someone sends it to me on Instagram, on a message, I go, oh, okay. So I'm like, wait a minute. Doesn't that shit have to be actually in the car for it to fucking work? It blows my mind. The dollar's being inflated on purpose so the government can increase the minimum wage as part of their agenda. Wow, where'd you get that one? Economics 101. Alex, did you ever get into car audio? Yes, but that's a whole nother hobby in my opinion. Hellcats and track cocks became a bitch a level member. I think that once you get into car audio, that's expensive too. And if I was to get into car audio, I wouldn't put it into a Mustang. I'd buy a Tahoe. That's right. That seems to be, in my opinion, the best vehicle to shove badass car audio in. You have the room. Them shits last forever. A 5.3 LTZ 5.3 LTZ Tahoe, like an 01, bitches last for 200,000+ miles. No problem. You put some mech band alternators, 418, about 40,000 watts of shit, and you just bump until the thing rattles apart, and you don't care, and they generally last a long time. The $20 bill is now the new $1 bill. Hey, Alex, what oil brand do you recommend? 5017 Ts recently got a tune from y'all and love it. Angel Ramos. Look, I stick with Motorcraft stuff, but I'm going to try Rotella pretty soon. Biden is coming to Saudi and still says we're pariahs. I'd rather go outside. Weish says Biden is coming to Saudis and still says we're pariahs. Fuck's sake. Fuck. Maybe that's what I mean. Do you have any gang tats? That's such an inside joke. I love that shit. Did you see the black Corvette in Florida drive underwater, built Chevy Tough? I am telling you guys think I'm kidding when I say never buy a car south of Palm Beach County. Miami has the most clapped out piece of junk, salvage title, fucked up Hialeah ass vehicles you'll ever see. When I see somebody on Marketplace sell a Notch Mustang in Hialeah for $3,000, I know for a fact that car is a Frankenstein. It's made up out of 50 other Fox bodies, chopped in half and welded back together, put a nice Mako paint job on it with some Cobra R wheels, and some of you white boys be like, oh man, Florida, rust-free car. I can't wait to get down there and get it. You get it, and you take the rug out for the first time because you want to replace the rug, and it's literally glued together. Guys, do not buy anything south of Palm Beach County. Dade, Broward, trash fucking vehicles down there, bro. Car audio was huge a few years ago. It still is. Not a lot of people watch that shit. And everyone sells speakers, pods, alternator bracket for the 5.3s, dime a dozen, right? Michael Mara, just sick of the 520 Ford blend if you're changing. Just stick to the Ford blend. Yes, stick to the Ford blend if you're changing it often, for sure. Best oil is frequently changed oil. Thank you. How do 2,000 horsepower Calvo's Viper hook on the highway? No idea. Flood cars end up in South Florida. Stay away. Tipping are now 5, 10, and 20 bills. Get out of here with that single shit. Flood cars. Miami has it all. Flooding in Miami. Miami's Cuban special. Like, everyone's like, oh my God, Alex, are you okay with the storms? I'm like, I don't live in fucking Brickell. Palm Beach County. It rained a little bit and then the sun came out. But Alex, they come with a free iguana. You're not wrong. You see Cleater get blown away at the how good Steve Morris engines are. Okay, I wanted to talk about that. The respect I have for Mr. Steve Morris is through the roof. And the professionalism is ridiculous. Now, I understand Garrett, Jose, LS Jose, whatever the fuck. I don't know, man. Dude, that guy, I just look at his face and I'm just like, man, I don't want to meet that guy ever. He talk like this all the time. Like, yo, shut up, man. Put the volume down. They have to sell the show. They have to. It's called the Cletus McFarland channel, so they have to sell the show. So they go, you know, and I'm like, and Steve Morris is in the car going, yeah, it made good power. Oh shit, Steve! Did you? Oh my God, it made 2,000. Yes, it did. Wow, thanks, brother. I can't believe that this thing did a. Yeah, made good power. The EGTs are pretty low. It's making good power. I love his reaction. He's like, yeah. Well, here we got a STX engine. It's twin 94s and made 2,000 on the dyno. Nice little setup. It's gonna be really nice. We're gonna go ahead and run 590s with it in the quarter at 299 miles an hour. And it's going to probably kill the driver, but the motor will be fine. So after the motor comes out of the car, after it kills the driver based off of the G's that suck the blood from his eyeballs and brain and kills him, we're going to disassemble the motor and look at the the rods and the bearings and make sure it's proper, and then send it off to the next guy that it'll probably kill because it's so fucking. I mean, he's so calm about like drastic numbers. Hi, how you doing? This is Steve Morris. Steve Morris Engines here. Got a nice little motor here on the dyno at 9,000 cubic inch twin 3,000s. 500 injectors, and we're going to go ahead and tune it with Holly, and we're going to see if we can make 80,000 horsepower with it. Yep, right here it made 80,000. But I think we can clean it up and make 85,000. He's so calm, and I'm just like, and then Clee's losing his fucking mind. Oh shit! I love how calm he is and how professional and very smart for Steve Morris to say, if I get you one of these engines, obviously I got to give it to you at a discounted price, but I have to tune it. Or maybe he said full price, and in the price, I'll tune it in person. That's the way to do it. Because now, if anything happens with the motor, you got to have him do everything. The tuning, the setup, everything. Because at that level, Steve Morris runs the show. You say, I want one of your engines. Whatever the fuck you want me to do, I'll do. And that's the best way to get your car to run badass numbers. Watch Cletus run a 670, 680, no problem. Like, the car's like, boo, boo, 670, 680. And he's going to get out of the car and go, what the fuck? that was almost too easy. And watch Cletus go to Texas 2K, run 60s and 70s potentially. If Steve Morris has that sucker dialed in, if the chassis guy has everything that, watch that car just get down and do what it does. I wouldn't be surprised if in most of the drag and drive events, based on that engine setup, it's going to be insanely competitive and hard to beat. Now you're dealing with $1 million operation. Now he's showing you, look, this is what this car should have gotten all along. Not destroying these LSs that Texas Speed's probably like, whew, thank God we don't got to kill any more LSs down there. Whew, thank God. Now he's got a Steve Morris engine in the thing, and all the LSs can end up in the junk, in the Blazers, in the Corvettes, and this and this and that, and run 7s and 8s. But Billy Badass stuff, you need Billy Badass engines. Sorry. Plain and simple. Yeah, he flipped the Fiero first drive. That's what I mean. Sounds like the coach in Waterboy. So he's so calm after tuning an engine that he can power an aircraft carrier. Yeah, exactly. What the hell happened here? This thing just kind of died here. What do you think of the audio teaser for Ford with the next gen Coyote? Still a Coyote? Yeah, it's a Coyote. It's a Coyote. It's just probably a less powerful Coyote, and it sounds like shit. Have you guys heard the sound clip from Ford? It sounds like garbage. And I'm like, the Gen 3 sounded better. Probably $200,000 in that car, if not more. Maybe Cleater traded the motor for some dirt. Freedom Factory equals where LSs go to die. It is. I was going to make a bad joke, and I was thinking, should I make this joke? But, certain jokes can because now we're you have to be careful what you say. But I was going to say that the Freedom Factory is a certain place where a lot of things went to die. I was going to make a comparison, but I just said Freedom Factory is where all LSs go to die. Because if I made any other joke, it would be, it'd be all over. Not all over, but the people that dislike you would take that clip and, oh, look at this guy. He's being insensitive. The car's really badass and it'll be stupid fast, 100%. That car is going to be legit serious. Texas 2K, watch out. Certain classes in World Cup, watch out. That car is serious. If Steve Morris has his hands on it and the chassis can take some of that power, I don't see him getting a beat that much, honestly. Were you expecting a 6.8 to be in the new Mustang or something? Were you expecting a 6.8 to be in the new Mustang or something? It's going to be a Coyote. Like, if it's a 6.8 or look, I would not be surprised if Ford did that. But based on everything I've seen, the lineage, it's a Coyote. It's a Coyote based on the lineage and based on some of the stuff that falls off of trucks. It looks to be a Coyote. If they go ahead and I would not be surprised anymore. I said never. After seeing what Ford has done in the last couple of years, at this point, they wouldn't surprise me if they put a 6.8 or a 7.3 in anything. But it wouldn't make sense for miles per gallon. It wouldn't make sense. Anything new from Ford is just disappointing at this point. I'm not interested in the Gen 4 Coyote. 2022, watch out, be canceled nowadays. Sheriff Grady Judd is on the investigation of why many blow up at the Freedom Factory. I don't want any new engine in the Biden era. So you suggest getting the last model of the Gen 3 before it all goes downhill? Absolutely. S660 with the Godzilla, yeah, man. If they do that, I would not be surprised. Ford is just sorry. Ford is just sorry. They're a hollow chassis of what they used to be. They're just they were badass. I used to love the 11 through 2020. you could look back and go, the best years of Ford. Plain and simple. I'm talking about hot rodding. If you want to look at the Bronco, the Maverick, the Lightning as sales, sure, they'll probably make good money. Not a problem. But in terms of the hot rodding enthusiast and performance aftermarket and stuff, trash. Absolute trash now. It's the Coyote with the DOD. Oh my God. If the Gen 4 F-150 motor ends up in the new Mustang, vaya con Dios. Se acabó el party. It's over. I'm not buying any new Mustangs. I'm not buying any new Fords. I am not buying any new Fords ever again. My last new car was the white 19 GT. And that's it. In terms of new cars. I'd buy a fucking Dodge truck before I bought another F-150 with DOD. What up, Alex? I have a stock 15 GT 373s. What's a good combo to start off to make more power? And what's a good tire to use on the track? Hopefully not stopping an axle. Okay, let's answer this question. What's a good combo to start off with to make good power? Take your motor out, send it to Keith Ray. 12-to-1 pistons, ported heads, lock your cams. Call Aldo, make him have him make you custom turbo kit, mid mount. Spec it out to make about 1,500 horse. Call 4 Innovations Fuel System. Get a twin pump for triple pump, triple hat, triple 285s, dash 8 line, feed and return. Ethanol 1R, get about 110 gallons, so 255 gallon drums of ethanol 1R. Get a G-Force rear 9-inch conversion, badass DSS or G-Force drive shaft, axles. Get a 4R200 trans or a face-plated or a Ben Caliber built T56 with G-Force gear set, Mantic Triple or McLeod RXC or a Black Magic clutch, and ID 2150s or ID 2000s. Best tire? A Goodyear Slick from a Top Fuel Funny car. Best and more power. I've done it all. I've given you more power mods and the best tire. Alex, what are your thoughts on the new Z06? I don't know shit about it, but it looks to be pretty impressive with its NA 600 plus horsepower motor. $100+ thousand car is difficult to get excited about. They keep sending me emails and I want nothing they offer. Tesla needs to hurry up and release the coupe. Steve Morrison acts like he's been there before because he has. And I love that thought process where he's just like, I'm not really going to get excited over this because this car should be making 2,000 without much effort. And it does. And it just simply doesn't. Slow down. I'm trying to slow. I mean, look, when people say what's the best tire, I'm going to say a Goodyear Slick. When people say how to make more power, I'm going to say dumb shit. You have to be specific. You can't just say, Alex, what mods make more power? Oh, turbos make more power. Superchargers make more power. Like, say, Alex, I want to stay naturally aspirated. I want to be in the 450 to 460 range. And I want to stay on pump gas. What's the best I could do? I go, well, that's going to be really tough, sir. But this would be the best way to go. But people go, what mods make more power? And what's the best tire? Then the fucking whole world is open. With the way stuff is going, Tesla's going to be the move. Yeah, guys, sorry. If they come out with a coupe that runs 8s, party's over. If they come out with a coupe that runs 8s for under $200,000, party is over. Lambos, bye. R8s, bye. A coupe, Tesla coupe that runs probably deep 8s, electric with like a 500-mile range, it's over. Start with a no-tune intake, right? If you were to start fresh with the NA red car again, would you run the 6F? If not, what would you do? Roughly got the same setup on my car. Thinking about swapping it out, stock converter, worth it. 6F, in my opinion, is if you want to go all out. All out NA. I think something in the 4s or 3C or 4C or something like that is more streetable. Something you can live with. And it's not going to be such a severe... look, the higher the stall, the more heat, the less street driving friendly it is. So I would stick to something in the 3s or 4s, if possible. 6F is only if you want to go all out NA. Ask Bozo questions, get Bozo answers. Ford is talking about killing their dealership network and ordering cars online, just like Tesla. That would be very smart. Technically, a P51 intake makes more power, but do you actually want it, though? Exactly. Start with a smaller than stock intake. Some people should stick to the Bruno bike, the one that fucked you in the ass. So let's give the cookies to It's Just a Dick or the coffee. So It's Just a Dick. Hit up EPA or Melissa. You win the 3 cookies today. And if you don't want the cookies, they have a coffee line. They'll send you a link. They'll say which one do you want, and they'll send you a bag of coffee, whether it be beans or grounds, and you should be all set. So It's Just a Dick. You win the cookies. Just making sure that I got that out of the way before. This thing didn't charge at all. It didn't charge 1 fucking %. They just maintained it. What a piece of shit. Junk, junk, junk. Okay, so yeah, so It's Just a Dick. You win the cookies, sir. And we got 265 people watching, 272 likes. Gotta love it. Technically, okay, already got that. For a daily driven all season tire, I love a Continental DSW06. Really good all around. Hit us up. Your choice of cookies or coffee. So yeah, It's Just a Dick. Cookies or coffee. You win because you had the comment that made me laugh about dead dad in the trunk. Been running 93 free flow tune for about 3 years. Would a revision would be needed, adding long tubes and a clutch? No, Chris Mullins, you don't need to do a revision if you just do long tubes and a clutch. Just make sure you do a crank relearn after the clutch install. If not, you'll get a PO315 code. Tony Cookie says we suck again. Alex, using those gas station USB cables. No, this is a nice one. This is actually, if this isn't a telling thing. Yeah, so this doesn't charge your phone for shit, but it hooks up to the MPVI properly, but it doesn't charge my my phone well at all. The gas station charge cables. California considers bees fish according to a judge. I got to read that because I'm sure there's a similar statute, but not necessarily a fish. Hey, Alex, what do you think? It's a good bolt-on on an NA setup for a Gen 1 between 400 to 450 range on pump fuel, daily driven. There you go. One of the better combos I've seen is a Boss intake manifold, air raid, cold air intake, LU47s. Now, you don't need the LU47s really for pump gas, but just in case you want to go E85, which you will, I would just get them because you're taking the manifold off anyway. Might as well replace the injectors. That's what I do. If I take something off on a vehicle, I try to do my best to upgrade it if it has to go back together. If I'm already there doing the motion of reinstalling old parts, or I can tune it and install a better or a high performance part, let's just say, I'd rather do that. So a Boss intake, headers, LU47s, and an air raid cold air. The only reason I say air raid cold air is because you can get the no tune required version, and the thing is just perfect. It fits nice, it flows well, great construction, it doesn't become jello after it gets hot, and it has a nice shield. So air raid, long tubes, Boss intake manifold, and LU47s, and then when you go ahead and get E85 in her, you can go ahead and just get a tune update, and the LU47s are already there because of the manifold and the higher fuel demand that it'll require, so that you'll already be set up for that. So if I buy the truck, will my dad have a heart attack? So if I buy the truck, will my dad have a heart attack? I don't know what you're talking about. You're saying my truck? You can buy my truck. Please buy my truck. I'm going to try to clean the GT500 today and make a video like I did with the red car, like a for sale video. Drive it around, just kind of show you around to give you the whole info. It's going to be $70,000, plain and simple. I'm not going to go a penny lower. And if people don't got 70, I'll keep it. It doesn't cost me anything to keep it. Boss, what's your opinion about the Hoosier DBR? Can I run it with a Skinny's? I don't know what the fuck. What? Mickey Thompson Sr.? DBR? I would hate to send Alex some. I would have to send Alex some. It's my birthday free supercharger kit. I'm old, been around as long as the EPA. Ouch. Does Jake have any plans to replace his dash and do another run? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab Jake's keys and I'm going to refine the trans shifting. I don't think I'm going to run my car because look, I can't make any more power in my car. It's done. Jake can just turn the knob and make more power, but I want to refine the trans shifting on his in case, he wants to play around on the 85 and 11 PSI. He hasn't generally gone above that because we know the transmission at about 800 horsepower starts to flare, it starts to shift weird, it starts to act up because it's a bone stock 10R80. We kept it at that power level because the trans seems to be happy and the truck rolls out. He hasn't really been beat by much with his truck at that power level. The only time he's ever lost a race is when I raced him the other day. So he's like, all right, well, I guess I know where I'm at. If I want to turn it up, I got to make sure the trans shifts are on point. So he's going to leave me the keys, but I don't think we're going to rerun it with a similar setup. There's no reason to. It's pretty consistently me beating him at that power level. If he wants to turn it up, he's going to beat me. No problem. So then I might have to do something to turn it up. The Vortec V3 doesn't necessarily like a 3.3 or smaller pulley based on the slinger. I think I'm going to sell the Vortec kit. I'm probably just going to sell the Vortec kit and drive the car NA for a little bit and then see what I do because I want to make eventually 800 plus pretty easily. And I think the Vortec V3, that one particularly, is just not suited for that. Now, I could do two things. I could sell it as is for $3,500 or so, or send the head unit to Vortec, have them rebuild it, and obviously I'd ask for $4,500, which is still cheaper than most of the shit that's out there. So we'll see what I do with that guy. What about the AEM no tune? Yeah, any no tune required cold air would be fine. It's not going to make more or less power. Really don't know if I should get the 2022 or wait for the next gen. I wouldn't buy any new Mustang Draft 150 if I want performance. Performance is 20 and under. 21 and up, I would not even touch. Period. I have Hoosier DBRs and those Mickey SRs, and it's fine even with the rears at like 10 PSI. I daily on them. There you go. Later, fam. Single 88mm turbo on the white car and be done. I'm looking at ESS supercharger for my kit. 15 GT manual. You'll like it. Will it fit a 14? No. My supercharger kit will fit Gen 2 or Gen 3. I have the Gen 2 bracket and I have the Gen 3 bracket. So it would be for a Gen 2, Gen 3 car only. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in onto the Peasant Chat, where we get really dumb, stupid questions. We talk boxing. We talk Hellcat owners. We talk dumb, shitty built cars, getting mad that people are saying they're shitty built cars. Why 20 and under? Really? 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 It is the Peasant Chat. He doesn't know that 21 and up is completely different and not as saucy as the other shit. My God, you guys got to pay attention to this chat. I'm out of here, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday. See you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a YDBT Daily. See you later. Bye.